Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we will learn how to calculate the value of zero coupon bond. Basically, there are the three types of bond are popular. Includes zero coupon bond, perpetual bond and redeemable bond. Okay, so in this video we will calculate the value of each bond in the different series of video. But in the today's video we will calculate the value of zero coupon bond. Okay, so first we have to take the questions, then we can calculate it. Okay, so without spending more time, let's get started. Alright, you can see that this is our questions and this is our calculation area where we will calculate the value of zero coupon bond, and based on the result of the bond we will find the status of the bond and interpret the value of the bond. Okay, alright, so here I've just made a random questions of a zero coupon bond. Okay, it could be anything related to this. Alright, but according to these questions, let's find the sum of the major part from these questions, which are this one. Okay, so I have already written here. Now just click here and just provide the value of this component. Alright, okay, so here we can see that we are required to put the value of face value of the bond, okay, which is how much? 1000 rupees. Remember one thing, the face value of the debt security is always 1000. Alright, and you can see that in the questions as well, a bond has a par value of rupees 1000. Par value also known as face value. Alright, it is a per unit value. Alright, so I'm going to click here and now put the value 1000 here. Okay, now press the enter key. Similarly for maturity period in years, that is time period we have to provide here. Alright, so we have a 10 years, so I'm going to put the value 10. Similarly for payment mode, click here and you can select from this drop down list, and here I'm going to select the annually because you can see that the interest paid annually, right? So I have selected this one because the question is saying interest paid is annually, right? And you can ask me how to create the drop down list so that we can select payment mode easily. Alright, so for this you can create this one by clicking on the data tab and click on the data validation arrow, and you can put the name of the payment mode in the source box. Okay, and now click on OK. You can see this I have already written here. Alright, now click here and now let's provide the cost of debt, which is KD. Right, remember one thing, the cost of debt and the coupon rate is different two things. Okay, because the coupon rate generally represents as I notation while the cost of debt generally represents as KD. Alright, okay, so here in this scenario we have to put the 8% coupon rate, which is same as the cost of debt. Why? According to the zero coupon bond has the same coupon rate and cost of debt. Why? Because let me tell you quick definition of the zero coupon bond so that you can understand it easily. The zero coupon bond is a debt security that does not pay the interest but instead trades at a deep discount, rendering a profit at maturity when the bond is redeemed for its full face value. Right? Got it? That means the zero coupon bond doesn't provide the interest, only provide the profit at the maturity period. Alright, so both coupon rate or cost of debt are same. Alright, so here I'm going to put 8% from the questions. Okay, so you can put the 8% and now press the enter key, and you can see this I have changed the format from general to percentage. You can change from this drop down list. Alright, now for market price of bond, which is represented by P0, okay, which is you can see that if the current market is 800, right, in the question, so here we have to put the value 800, so I'm going to put 800 here. Alright, now based on these questions, right, this is our questions, we are just represented as a bullet form. Okay, now based on these questions, let's calculate the periodic cost of debt rate and number of period, and then based on these two value and other information written here, we can calculate the value of the bond. Alright, so first click here and now let's start to calculate the periodic cost of debt rate. Okay, so periodic cost of debt rate means we have to divide the annual rate of return based on the payment mode. For example, if the cost of debt is 8% annually, then our periodic cost of debt rate will be same as cost of debt. Why? Because the annually means 1, semi-annually means 2, quarterly means 4, monthly means 12, weekly means 52, and daily means 365. Okay, so here I'm going to make the function to automate the process. Okay, so first press the equal to sign and tap the if function. Now press the tab and let's follow this argument. So logical test means if this equals to annually, so press the double quotation mark from your keyboard and tap the annually, and now press the close quotation mark, comma. This function means if this sale will be annually, then what will happen? Yes, the rate will be divided by 1 because the annual periodic mode or annually periodic mode represents the value 1. Okay, now for make the another condition, first I'm going to fix this sale so that we can drag down without interrupting the sale. Alright, so I'm going to put the dollar sign between this cell. Okay, now press the comma to make the another if condition. Alright, so for this I'm just selecting this with the help of mouse, and now pressing the Ctrl C to copy it, and now click here after the comma, and now press Ctrl V to paste it. Now just rename from annually payment mode to semi-annually. Okay, and now change the value from 1 to 2. Why? Because the semi-annually payment mode represents the value 2. Okay, alright. Now similarly for quarterly, just press Ctrl V to paste it and just rename this one quarterly and just put the value 4 by clearing this value. Now press Ctrl V to paste it for another if condition, which is monthly, and now let's change the value from 1 to 12. Similarly for another if condition, which is weekly, and now let's change the value from 1 to 52. Otherwise what will happen? Yes, paste the if condition and now just clear this one. Okay, and now just simply change the value from 1 to 365 for daily, and now clear the comma, and now press the close parenthesis up to total number of if. So we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have to put the 5 close parenthesis. So press the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 close parenthesis. Okay, now press the enter key. Alright, you can see, and make sure that your result is showing up to 4 decimal places. Okay, and you can do it by increasing the decimal with the help of this tab. Alright, now just click here and put the cursor here and drag down to copy the formula. Alright, now click here and double click on this cell to display the formula. Alright, you can see. Now here I'm going to make some changes in this formula, because for number of periods we have to multiply the number of years with the respective numbers based on the payment mode instead of dividing. Okay, so for this, first we have to keep all the things same except the divide sign from your keyboard and cell reference, that is the cost of debt. Okay, so for this, first just click here, and here I'm going to change the cell reference with the help of mouse. So put the mouse here and just drag here. Similarly for this one, similarly for this one, similarly for this, similarly for this, similarly for this. Now let's change the divide sign from the multiply sign. Okay, so first just clear it from the mouse and just put the multiply sign from your keyboard. Similarly this one, clear this, now put the multiply sign, clear this and put the multiply sign, clear this and put the multiply sign for this and this. Alright, now press the enter key. Alright, you can see that our total number of periods is showing 10. Why? Because the payment mode is selected annually. If you will change from annually to semi-annually, it will be affected here in the both parameters like the periodic cost of debt and number of periods. You can see the cost of debt has been reduced by 2 times, while the number of periods has been increased by 2 times. Alright, because the same merely represents the value 2. Alright, here, so for this I am going to keep the payment bond annually as per our question. Alright, now let's calculate the value of the bond, and the value of the bond can be calculated by using the formula displaying here. You can see this one. Alright, so first click here, and now let's press the equal to sign, and now let's provide the value. So first M means par value, you can see that, or face value. So I'm going to select this one. Okay, now press the divide sign from your keyboard. Now press the open parenthesis, and now put the value 1 plus I, that is coupon rate or cost of debt for this type of bond. So here I'm going to select this one instead of this one, because the this is our main component now. Okay, so click this one. Now press the close parenthesis, and now press the power sign from your keyboard, and now just select the number of periods, which is this one instead of this one, because this is now our main component for number of periods. Okay, and now press the enter key. Alright, you can see we got the value of the bond. Okay, now let's identify the status of the bond. So a status of the bond can be identified by comparing the market price of the bond and the calculated value of the bond. As when the value of the bond will less than the market price of the bond, it will call undervalued bond. Similarly, when value of the bond will greater than the market price of bond, it will call overvalued bond. Similarly, if this and this will be or exactly equal to, then it will call correctly valued bond. Okay, so to make the automate the same process, we can make the function here. So here I'm going to use the if function. So press the equal to sign, and now type the if function. Now press the tab, and now just I'm going to click on the formula bar to easily write the function. If this equals to this, then what will happen? Correctly valued. Okay, comma, just select this one to make the another condition. Now press Ctrl V, and just change the sign from equal to greater than. That means if this one will greater than this, then what will happen? Overvalued. Otherwise, what will happen? Undervalued. So we need not to mention this cell reference, just mention the last condition, which is undervalued bond. Okay, and now press the close parenthesis 2 times, because we have 2 if statement. Okay, and now press the enter key. Okay, you can see that. Okay, you can see about the value of the bond or calculated value of the bond is undervalued. Now based on the status, we can make the decision, and that decision is related to buy, sell and hold. Okay, so in this scenario we can see that the status is showing undervalued. That means we should sell the bond. Why? Because the actual value of the bond is less than market price of bond. Okay, so we should sell the bond. So for this, or to make the automate process, we can make the if condition. So for this, I'm going to press the equal to sign, and now just type the if function, and now select this one. If this equals to correctly valued, then what will happen? Hold it. Okay, or indifference, whatever you can write the word. Okay, now just click here, and now just copy it, and now click here, and now press Ctrl V to paste it to make the another condition. If this equals to overvalued, then what will happen? Buy it. Otherwise, simply sell it. Okay, and now press the double quotation mark, and just press the close parenthesis. Okay, to close the if statement, and now press the enter key. Now you can see this. Okay, now you can add the word like we should hold the bond. Similarly, we can add the word we should buy the bond. Similarly, for this we should sell the bond. Okay, and now press enter key. You can see this. I've just added the few words to make the sentence here. Alright. Okay, so guys, we can see that we are successfully calculated the value of bond. We are also identified the status of the bond and identify the decisions. Alright, so this is the simple calculation of the zero coupon bond. Thanks for watching this video. If you find it useful, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video. Signing off.